Hey, beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to point out that this reading is going to be timeless, so whenever it will find you, it will be in divine timing. And this is about communication. The first message that came through is the throat chakra. The throat chakra is the chakra that is situated here in the throat, and it means that it could be blocked, or there could be this communication that is not going the way it should. So it may be that you are not communicating something, or that the people around you are not communicating something to you. And this something is really important because it could be related to values. It could be related to intent, not having the same intent. You know, I saw as the first card the 4 with foundation and achievements. And this is about family. This is about building these foundations. So there may be somebody that wants to build these foundations, and that's the realization that there is some sacrifice needed. Sacrificing something in order to do something else. So it may be that somebody is sacrificing their time to build something very important, but their time with their family is sacrificed. So they don't find the balance between relationships and work, or between, I don't know, there's many ideas that are coming right now. And one is that this person is really pulled into material and spiritual prosperity. So they want to achieve this prosperity, they want to achieve this material goals, but they are sacrificing their families, they are sacrificing their emotions, they are neglecting in a way their emotions. And so there is a bit of discontent, a bit of boredom, where somebody doesn't know what to do and what are the priorities. And you know, this could mean also that somebody has been alone for a long time with the Hermit card, the Solitude card, and that they acquired this knowledge that brought them to realize that the people that they spend, the time that they spend with the people they love, is something very important. And so this could be about delegating, being able to delegate, being able and having the trust to give to somebody else something, even a responsibility for our company. This could be for our company, this could be for a business we are owning, and we just don't trust anybody, and we think that we do better, and we are not able to delegate things. And in the end, we are so overwhelmed with that it's very hard to having time for our families and for our emotions and for ourselves also, because the solitude could also represent like needing the time to reconnect with ourselves, needing the time to stay in silence, and needing the time to find again this intuition that seems to be lost. It seems that somebody is so worried and is so busy thinking about things that it's very hard to listen to your intuition. And about that, I want you to give you, I want to give you an insight about what we think that, like free will. We have free will. We think that we have free will, and we think that we choose everything and that we make decisions. But the important thing is just to analyze the fact that you don't know right now what your next thought will be. And so, in the end, are we really free, or we are just conditioned by the many thoughts that are coming into our heads every day? And I realized, okay, this is true. I don't have a free will. I may think that I have a free will, but the thoughts that are popping up in my head every time, I have no control over that. So how should I pretend to have control over outcomes or over situations? And why, the question is, why should I be so stressed about something that I cannot control? And this is very important. It's so important. And it made a huge difference in my life, realizing this, realizing okay, I have no control over anything. And not to be pessimistic or think, but I could go out of the door and die, and I don't know it. So it's just, we have this idea that we are controlling everything, that we are controlling every situation, and we never give up this control. And sometimes this brings us so much stress that our body starts to act as like reacting, fight or flight mode, always active. We never have time to rest, even though we may think that we are doing enough things to rest. But even in our sleep, we would like not having good sleeps because our nervous system never stops. And it's time to realize that we can change this. And talking about this, if you want to check out my meditation and breathwork session that I made, is made for this. So if your nervous system is so active every time and you never rest, there is the chance right now to start doing those breathwork sessions and meditations and to relax. So I choose just to create this new folder with this new playlist where I will upload meditations, where I will upload breathwork sessions, in order for you to take action towards the direction that you want and towards alignment. So with that said, I want to continue with the reading. I was saying that this person is like not really achieving this connection with the higher self, and so the intuition is lower, and you could be in a temptation to go back to old habits that your system integrated and that were like self-defense. Your body needs to defend itself, and it does it through old bad habits. It could be addicting to food, it could be smoking, it could be drinking, it could be many things. And right now, you have the emperor. So in the small percentage of choices that we have, you have the choice to say yes or no to this stuff. So this is the only thing you can control in your life, is how you react to thoughts, not thoughts in general. So if there is the thought right now to go to eat something because it will fulfill me, to go to do something because it will fulfill me, ask yourself truly, will this really fulfill me in the long term? Because instant gratification is something that we are used to do every day, but that is not, is like disruptive long term. And sometimes we just don't realize where we are. We are in a loop where we do the same things over and over again, even if they are not healthy for us, for ourselves. And you know, I got another hermit that is telling me, this person has the wisdom, has the light in his hands with the lantern. So you know right now what is good and what is not good for you. And it could be for your body, it could be for your health, it could be for, I don't know. Remember that you have the wisdom and that you can choose if you follow the thoughts that are coming or if you don't follow them. Because one thing is thinking, another thing is attaching emotions to those thoughts and attaching emotions to what we think and what comes into our minds. And you know, this is telling me like priorities. What is your priority right now? Because if the priority is balancing the time between your family, your people, your friends, I don't know, and your work, it could be the time to start delegating. It could be the time to start trusting people and team up with somebody else in order to unload the big load that we have on our shoulders. Because right now it seems like somebody that is working with this big load on his shoulders. And imagine what? You can drop it off. Because if you carry it for too long, your body is going to be reacting to that. And your body, it may be starting to be sick. Because this is the only way that the body has to tell us, this is not good for you. This is too much for you. You can't hold this. Even if you want to hold this, you shouldn't. So delegate. And you will see how much light you will be able to give to yourself. This represents the star. This represents the inner guidance that we have. Follow the inner guidance. Follow what your body is telling you, because this is the most important thing you can do right now in order to be better, to live a better life, to live better in the future, and to also be more at peace with yourself and be more at peace with the environment you have around. And after that, go straight for your goals. Don't worry, go straight for it, but with less heavy burdens, because in the end, we cannot control anything. So the Nine of Cups comes to tell me that everything is going to be all right, even emotionally. You found the treasure by just realizing this stuff. And you are the treasure. So treat yourself as a treasure. Don't treat yourself as somebody that needs to do, but also give yourself the chance to be sometimes, because it's very important to be present and be in the moment. With that said, thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm sending so much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.